It's not too late to be honest right now. But anyway, what is up, you guys? What is up, your boy Jordan Trask? Back for you guys in another video here. So I know it's already coming down from the end of the spring break, but I saw some news that the Chargers has signed Ben Mason and Christian Fulton since coming out of Baltimore and Tennessee and joining the Chargers. Yeah, so I'm thinking of the draft right now because the draft days are coming about 3 weeks now until 4 weeks later, 3 weeks later now. By the time it's on the line, it's on the line. Because looking for Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. could be easy. We're not getting Joe Alt. We're going to get receivers like Malik or Marvin Harrison Jr. However, yeah, it's not going to be Joe Alt. It's going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. or Malik Neighbors. Or if not, it's going to be Rome Duns from Washington. And by the way, yeah, you know what? Even that, whatever the guy is up from UCLA. Don't you tell me to shut up, laughing my ass off. I got you, Brandon Rogers. What's up, Brandon? So immediately, so that point that the Chargers might do with Jim Harbaugh, just like in the same years with the Nick Saban era, with the Cleveland Browns as a defensive coordinator with Bill Belichick, and then the head coach of the Dolphins with LSU and Alabama. Just like when Jim Harbaugh does the same thing, like what he did with the 49ers and did with University of San Diego and joining Michigan. And now the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. Seahawks has Mike McDonald besides Pete Carroll, because I know Pete Carroll's no longer there, and I'm sorry. Because you know what? Especially my reaction that the Chiefs relocation is going to be very damn loud about that. Like, oh my God, it looks like the Chiefs might move out of Kansas City. Besides us, besides the Rams, and besides the Raiders, who had a location. Relocation. I mean, yeah. Location or relocation, whatever you talk about. Because, yeah, relocation is us not for it. Besides the Rams and Raiders, besides anything. You know why? Because, yeah, it's like what the Browns did when they relocated to Baltimore and become the Ravens. And then going back to Cleveland was special. And you know what? For right now, it doesn't matter because in the meantime, right now, because even especially like, I think the Chiefs might move back to Dallas, like they were known as the old school Dallas Texans in 1963, a long time ago. In the AFL years, since then, since they were relocated to Kansas City and named the Chiefs. So right now, if it's not later than then I know. So yeah, um, not worried about it. So I know some people are worried about it or not, but you know what? At the end of the day, I knew what it was going to count on. So if y'all knew that this was going to happen, then y'all thought it did. So, but in the meantime, right now, so yeah, because I hope you all enjoyed your Easter week. For now, I mean, yeah, because I get it from the other guys, because at the end of the day, right now, because oh my God, hold on, let me mute the mic. All right, I'm good. So immediately, like the Clippers already won. Okay, so I'll get to basketball right now while I'm getting with football, because especially, yeah, because the entire NFL is promoting the kickoff, same as the UFL and the XFL, like the USFL. Like, how would you do that if anyone was gonna hate on Roger Goodell for that crap? Like, the banning hip tackle was stupid right now. Like, oh my God, like Roger Goodell needs to shut the hell up right now, because I don't know what Roger Goodell is doing. Because especially the Bears might get Caleb Williams, but I guess the Chargers might go for Marvin Harrison Jr. or Malik Neighbors. The Titans should get, yeah, Joe Alt might go to the Titans. And then the Giants, I don't know who are they going to get. If we get Marvin Harrison Jr., then guess what? The Giants are going to get Malik Neighbors until we see Odell Beckham Jr. joining the Chargers. I guess. I don't know, because immediately Odell Beckham Jr. was good with the Ravens last year. So, what's up, Matt? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That was bullshit. Of course. You're right. That was bullshit either. But yeah. Nah, man. Okay. So, yeah, yeah. Matt led you off. You got that Charger hat on your profile picture, but it looks good, man. What's up, Rick? So the Angels, I'm gonna get to baseball too immediately. So yeah, honestly, the Drake May might go to the Commanders immediately because nothing is going good. Yeah, it's going fine right now, Rick. But yeah, so I know what the Titans might do is get Joe Alt, and then the Chargers might go get Marvin Harrison Jr. or Malik Neighbors. But the Giants have a choice right now. But especially like the Jets might get Brock Bowers immediately. Like if we know that they're gonna get Brock Bowers, that's just fine. And the Cardinals, I don't know what Arizona is gonna do because if they get if okay, here it is. If they go out and get a quarterback like right now, then JJ McCarthy could get possibly beyond the trade block of the NFL draft. Same as the usual of the JJ McCarthy draft trade with the Vikings besides the Raiders. And by the way, because you know, even does that, because especially like Drake May could possibly be good immediately at the end of the day, because you know why? Drake May is a good quarterback from North Carolina. Jalen Daniels is just good too as a quarterback from LSU, because especially the Patriots might get a quarterback too. Besides receivers, they could just get a quarterback. Jerron Mayo is the head coach now because Bill Belichick's no more. And by the way, because especially that's why we signed Ben Mason and Christian Fulton from the Titans and the Ravens to go join the Chargers, because the Titans don't have Derrick Henry anymore, but they have Tony Pollard. Ravens has Derrick Henry. Yeah. And Calvin only stays with Baltimore too because he signed a 2-year deal. And if you all saw the news that Stephon Diggs was traded to the Houston Texans, yeah, rest in peace to the Buffalo Bills team because they lost Stephon Diggs. And I know the Texans are good too because you know what? Stephon Diggs is going to take on his old teams like the Vikings and the Bills and taking on his brother and the Cowboys for the Battle of the Texas. Because that's why the not Kareem Hunt, I'm sorry. The Lamar Hunt family was going badly on the votes because yeah, I get that. Yeah, right. Big pickup for the Texans because they got Stephon Diggs. CJ Stroud's a good quarterback too. Like I know about that because I know we have a renewed player on the Chargers team that came back, Denzel Perryman. I know he was on the Texans last year, but he's back with us now. But Denzel Perryman just brought himself back to the Chargers team for the first time since 2015 after getting a big pickup from a free agency from Houston back to the Chargers organization with the passion from the Texans, by the way. Because, yeah, the Texans did good last year because they had Perryman. But, I mean, yeah, Desmond King was there, too. They had former Chargers on the Texans. Because, yeah, Denzel Perryman came back to the Chargers. I'm glad he's back with us now. And I know we lost Keenan Allen. Move on. Whatever. I know Mike Williams is gone. Kept Mack and Bosa because I get it. And nothing can be special. I don't know about that, but Josh Jacobs went to the Packers. And you got all these guys who are going with it. Lyle Collins is going to the Bills because I think the Bills are getting Lyle Collins. Bills are going to be in a rebuild mode too either. So did us. But if Dak Prescott doesn't come back with the Dallas Cowboys, it's his final year now, then I think Dak Prescott might go somewhere else. Yeah, right. He was all with us because he loves being a football hitter as a linebacker, so he likes hitting people, but he likes tackling someone. But it's better than Eric Hendricks and also Drew Tranquill. Drew Tranquill sucks right now because I know he's washed, and I get it. So, yeah, he is washed. So, it's like usual. Kenneth Murray is washed too, and I know we got rid of him either. So, yeah, we got rid of these guys. We brought back Denzel Perryman so we can just hit some more football tackles on all of us to them. And yeah, because Dayan Henley and then also Khalil Mack. So now Khalil Mack and Denzel Perryman, Tuli Tuapolunu, Joey Bosa, and Derwin James, Asani Samuel Jr. could put the great Chargers offense on the line. Yeah, Kenneth Murray sucks now. Now he's on the Titans because I think the Titans are bad now because so is the Broncos, but the Broncos are just bad because Russell Wilson left for Pittsburgh. Justin Fields left Chicago for Pittsburgh. So, yeah. And you know what? Yeah, we have Aloy Gilman who stays with us now, so we got more guys who are upcoming for the defense. Ooh. And I know we got Gus Edwards too because we signed him to a 2-year or 3-year deal. Yeah, I know because we all did have for Ben Mason, and that's why Donald Parham was staying with us because I know we got Will Disley and Hayden Hurst. Yeah, and by the way, because you know why? Because yeah, man, let's go Chargers for sure. Shout out to Matt Lidioff for the first time. Um, yeah, because especially Gerald Everett's on the Bears. Bears still suck too because I don't think they're gonna win it all because they're a rebuild team because the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers, the torn ACL guy that got hurt in Week 1 against the Bills last year, is gonna get with Mike Williams. But if I'm a Chargers fan right now, I would see the Jets fail with the Chicago Bears since they have Keenan Allen and now Mike Williams. But I would love to see two teams fail. I would love to see the Bears fail, and I would love to see the Jets fail too, because Aaron Rodgers is such a washed-up quarterback like Zach Wilson. Because yeah, right, he is washed. That goes to Aaron Rodgers. He is washed up because I know Jordan Love is a better quarterback in Green Bay, and then Aaron Jones, you see him going to the Vikings, was a specialized like Brett Favre, and yeah, you know what it goes on like usual, and by the time it's going on, it's gonna go more forward than that. So that's all I gotta say. So that's all. And now off to basketball while I keep up with football and besides hockey right now. Cause yeah, all Clippers won today 102-100 over the Denver Nuggets. And yeah, right. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. But I miss Keenan Allen too. But I think the Bears and Jets are gonna fail and still not win a Super Bowl. Still not getting a second ring. It's like what the Jets did with LaDainian Tomlinson in 2010, like usual. But I know the Clippers won tonight, 102-100 over the Nuggets in a close game. And yeah, just like the Bears having Brandon Malua too, because he's an ex-Charger too, but he was an ex-Ram. To Brian Malua, who is from Arizona, like LaDainian Tomlinson. Like LaDainian Tomlinson immediately, like Jay Cutler was so washed up. And yeah, everyone hated Jay Cutler too, but they know that he was washed up either. Like so does Mark. Yeah, Mark Sanchez was better than Jay Cutler. And if it's not the Steelers Packers Super Bowl matchup, what would it be instead? It would have been Chicago Bears versus New York Jets Super Bowl, or instead, it will be the Jets Packers or the Steelers Bears Super Bowl. Like I know. And what had happened right now, because it would have been happened immediately at the point, because it's not the simple question. This is why we were the 2010 Chargers, since we missed the playoffs with the one offensive defense ranked. See, that's why we had the former Dallas Cowboy, Patrick Crane, since we traded a draft pick of Dez Bryant to the Cowboys. And I'm glad we didn't get Dez Bryant, but we wanted Patrick Crane to send a draft pick to the Cowboys. So, yeah. We had Eric Weddle too, because Eric Weddle was on the Rams. Yes, he was. And you see Sean Merriman going to the Bills. Too bad. And by the way, because you know what? Yeah, I hope the Bears and Matt is right now. So yeah, I know he's right. I think the Bears and Jets are going to fail and miss another playoffs. See, that's what happens in 2010 when you lost to the Chicago Bears. You lost your arch rival Green Bay Packers, and you lost to the Steelers against Big Ben and Antonio Brown. Yeah. Screw Antonio Brown, because Antonio Brown sucks right now, and he's washed up too. And yeah, to the New York Jets. That's what happens when you lost to Big Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers with Hines Ward. Hines Ward and James Harrison and Troy Polamalu. And then also you had a former Steeler in New York Jets, Santonio Holmes. And yeah, just like what that happened a long time ago. Just like all of us know that we knew it was going to happen, like so competitive. And it's like Brad Kiesel, yeah, right. Brad Kiesel, as always, not likable, but like Ike Taylor. Ike Taylor was just good too, because he was good. And just like what Aaron Rodgers did with the 2010 Packers with Jordy Nelson and Donald Driver and Donald Lee, like all of the tight ends were good. And especially like Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews was a good linebacker with the Packers. And yeah, BJ Raji was picking off Jay Cutler pick 6. I'm like, dang, dude, he is so big right now. That goes to Raji because the Packers D was good because, Charles Woodson was on the Packers, who was a former Raider. And you know what I mean, right? Yeah. Because I know what you talk about is only the 2010 Steelers Packer team, and besides the Jets and the Bears. And yeah, right. Just like what happened to the Jets when they lost to the Colts. When you lost to Peyton Manning, this is why you lost to Peyton Manning. And us for the Chargers, we should have beat the Jets too for the payback for the loss of 0-4 wild card. We should have beat the Jets too. And who should have beat the Bears? Seahawks. Seahawks should have beat the Bears either, but I get it. And by the way, Jets hasn't won anything since 68 Super Bowl. And guess what? Bears won a Super Bowl in 85 too when they beat the New England Patriots. Yeah. Yeah, that's why that happens right now. But yeah, Bears and Jets will fail every single year and they will not make it to a Super Bowl title. That's all. So yeah, just like the Chargers, they own the Jets in every season. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that since 09-04. But Matt, we're not going to remind you about that. We're not going to talk about that playoff loss. It's stupid right now. For all of us for Charger fans, including me, Matt Leadioff, and Modog, LA Original, and the rest of the Charger fans out there, we're not going to talk about that because we're not going to remind about the playoff loss versus the Jets. Because, yeah, screw the Jets too. And screw the Chicago Bears. And so is Eric Kendricks. He went to the Cowboys too. Because especially, forget about the playoff losses and all that shit. Like, throw it away, throw it in the garbage, and move on. That's all. Yeah, right. Better days ahead. Like all I said, let it burn, throw it away, throw it in the garbage, and move on. That's all. Just like what Cowboy fans did too. Cowboy fans threw everything away in their brains and they moved on too. Just like what Cowboy fans did with New York Giant fans. And also, we had to know that the Giants team had to beat the Patriots in 07 when Eli Manning had to take down Tom Brady. Yeah. And there was a former Charger on the Patriot, Junior Seau, but screw it. Because respect to the legend of Junior Seau, who always loves playing for the Chargers, besides the Dolphins and besides the Patriots. Because, yeah, it's like when Eli Manning, yeah, I'm glad we traded that guy to the Giants for Phillip Rivers. But, yeah, and I'm glad that guy just beat Tom Brady because Eli Manning owns Brady, too, with Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, Jake Plummer, and, yeah, Ryan Tannehill, Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes now on Tom Brady. Yeah, who else? I must say Dak Prescott. Yeah. But Tony Romo can't beat Tom Brady. I think Dak Prescott had beaten Tom Brady one time since the playoffs. There you go. You have like Mark Sanchez and Peyton Manning against Tom Brady. It's like when you take down Tom Brady. And it's not delusional if you all win or lose till we ride or die. And my point, the direction that if it is going to happen right now, then I get it. So y'all knew what it was going to happen. And yeah, because I know we had more opportunities than usual because it's not enough. So does baseball, but so does the San Diego Padres, who are, yeah, they're going worse right now because if they beat the Giants, I think they're going back on top. But here it is. The Angels play the Red Sox tomorrow. I think I'm an Anaheim Angels fan too because I love Mike Trout, but no more Ohtani. He's no more. It's always Mike Trout season with the Angels for now with Tatis. And yeah, Juan Soto's on the Yankees too. He's good. So yeah, I do the Yankees like the last time not the last time, but I did do the Yankees a favor and please beat the Houston Astros, but it worked out perfectly. So that's all you had to say because it wasn't that bad either. But it's like Jim Harbaugh and Nick Saban, who are most of the NFL coaches like Jim Harbaugh from a 49er to a Charger, Nick Saban from a Cleveland Brown defensive coordinator to a head coach of Miami Dolphins. Yeah, man. But they still have Soto and Grisham and Verdugo. And yeah, that's all I need. Same way, same time. If you all know it, that's great. But the Padres team are just bad right now. But the Dodgers are good because Ohtani's a Dodger. Clayton Kershaw is old. I think Clayton Kershaw, everyone kept saying Clayton Kershaw's washed up because he's going way bad. And for right now, then you thought, I honestly say that, that this was going to happen. And yeah, just like when the Yankees have Aaron Judge, but Brett Gardner is no longer there on the Yankees team anymore. But respect to the legend of Derek Jeter and Babe Ruth, Thurman Munson in honorary, Alex Rodriguez, besides the guy who was on steroids, besides like Barry Bonds. And yeah, the Giants have Blake Snell. I should have want the Angels to get. We should have had us getting Blake Snell instead of him going to the Giants. But I'm glad he didn't go to the AL West Division rival Mariners or the cheating baseball team, the Houston Astros. So yeah, but to Matt Leadioff, I may know that you're. Yeah, right. But Matt, I know if you're a New York Yankees or a San Diego Padres fan, I guess, but you can just let me know if you're a Yankee fan or a Padre Angel fan right now. So yeah, I know people hate the Astros too, but besides us hating on the Dodgers is real. Whatever. Any Angel Padre fans could hate the Astros and the Dodgers too, and I get it. You know, to Matt, I'm just letting him know what his baseball team is if it's the Yankees or the Angels or the Padres. I'm just letting him know. Because, like usual, but Astros, Altuve has been a cheater because I hated him a lot. Because, yeah. Yeah, Matt, there you go, bud. See, that's why you're a New York Yankees fan. And it's okay for you to like the Angels and the Padres because Mike Trout and Fernando Tatis Jr. Because, yeah. And especially, like, being a fan of an Angel fan of Mike Trout is like Tam Salmon and David Eckstein days like the Padres, Tony Gwynn days with the passion. Yeah, Bruce Bochy and the Texas Rangers got their first ever World Series ring. And yeah, I know Josh Hamilton didn't have a ring, but deserved it. But Ian Kinsler had a ring with Boston in 18. But I know Yankees had more World Series rings than the Red Sox. But if you had more than my Angels and more than my Padres, that's fine. But you have more than the Astros and the Phillies. Because, yeah, the Yankees still have more than the Cardinals. Yeah, still have more than the Tigers. Still have more than the Minnesota Twins. Yeah, of course. More than the Los Angeles Dodgers, San Francisco Giants, Oakland Athletics. Now it's going to be the Las Vegas Athletics and from Sacramento Athletics. And since that, it can go on. Yeah, man, I know. We all hate the Astros because Astros are just a bunch of cheaters. And your Yankees are way a lot more with the rings than the Atlanta Braves because y'all own the Braves that time. So y'all own the Braves. And yeah, you own the Mets too. You have more than the New York Mets. And I guess you guys have more than usual because I must say you have more than the Marlins, then you have more than the Rays. You all have more than the Diamondbacks because, yeah, you all have more than the Royals, of course. And you all have more than the Cleveland Guardians, as known the Cleveland Indians. You got more than the Mariners. You got more than the Blue Jays. You got more than the Brewers, more than the Rockies, more than the Cincinnati Reds, more than the Pittsburgh Pirates, more than the Cubs and White Sox. And what else? More than the Washington Nationals. And you got more than the Orioles, more than. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You guys got more than us. But you guys, all you guys say, like, Yankees had more rings than anybody. But at my point, yeah, I get it because it was used to be the Indians. But just like in football, when it used to be the Redskins, it changed it to the Commanders. And yeah, because I know. So does that point. So nothing else was special because immediately we do have a lot of point out there. But to basketball, when it's like the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers, who had more NBA championships than my LA Clippers. So more to the Detroit Pistons, more of the rest of the teams you got. And yeah, besides the Chicago Bulls has 6 rings, but so does the Golden State Warriors. But yeah, I complain. I don't complain at all, but I can confirm, like usual, like the fans had more times than usual. And nothing can be specialized like usual. So immediately, like Xander Bogaerts, who was with the San Diego Padres, got out of Boston. And you know why? Because Manny Machado is still that type of a baseball player that he had. But I know Yankee fans were talking about Manny Machado because he was a dirty player. But they booed him like multiple times when they booed Machado when he was in that Padre uniform in 2019 and 2022. But now when the Yankees play the Padres, it will be Juan Soto homecoming game against his old team. But if I'm an Angels fan right now, since the Yankees play the Astros, if the Yankees play the Dodgers, who am I going for? I'm gonna go Yankees because Dodgers, I don't believe them at all. So yeah, Matt Leadioff got the Facebook sent request, but yeah, I'll be right there after. So shout out to Matt Leadioff. I hope I'm thankful for him for sending my Facebook request. So yeah, even I talked about the win or loss. I know I'm getting a little tired here, but anyway, guys, I am about to head out, but I got a few more words before I go out. Because even immediately, like we all have the teams like casual, and if y'all know that, like definitely the days goes on and on. So and immediately when Correa, who was a cheater too, with Springer, they're in Minnesota and Toronto. But you know what? Whoever they play the Astros too, I'm fine to root for the Twins and the Blue Jays. But other than that, no. That's all I have to say. Because even if I hear, like, I know there some football teams, their guys with the Raiders had Gardner Minshew, and they were so angry about it. They were mad. They were pissed off about it. And I know. I'd be like, yeah, it's a deal right now. Because at the end of the day, we knew what it was gonna go. So that's all I have to say. But shout out to Matt Leadioff for coming to my live stream for the first time. Shout out to Rick Hanna, and also shout out to Brandon Rogers. I know. So yeah, and I get it for right now because you know what? At the end of the day, I knew what it was. Because you know what? Like right now, I have to say like right now and immediately. So you know what your deal is like. Nothing can be possible at all. So that's all I gotta do right now. So I'm about to head out. So anyway, you guys, I'm about to head out. It is your boy Jordan Trask. Peace out, and as always, go Chargers and bolt up. In Harbaugh we trust. So yeah, anyway, you guys, I'm out. Peace out. Have a good night, and hope you all have a good week, the rest of the week. So I'm out. Bye. Peace. And that's all. So I'm out, y'all. Bye.